Okay, we can tell him, let's get back to Cauldron Lake. I want to make sure we kind of explore this area first in case it actually warps us there. Yeah, the sheriff is he's just gone. That was wild. I wonder if the fact that he was in Quantum Break has anything to do with this realistically, or if it's just that they liked him in Quantum Break and wanted to use him again. I wonder if there's an actual connection there. Oh. Hell yeah.
Can't be opened on this side.
When will the first part of this show hit YouTube? Brett is really good about it. Usually only takes a few hours. Yep.
The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale, gone missing here 13 years ago. Now he had suddenly turned up, only to be murdered in a brutal ritual on the very day of their arrival. And then there was the page. This page, the first page that they had found, not the last. The first step down into terrifying depths. Secret truths trembling beyond the threshold. Reading the words, these words, felt like a message. Was a message. Someone knew they were here. What they were doing. Someone playing a game with them. Leading them on. An invitation.
That's the writing room.
How could they not accept? The sheer audacity of this impossible mystery presented to them. Even if they knew it would end up hurting them.
Cool.
The autopsy room was a mess, like a bomb had gone off. Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her under the light, lurched past her. The Taken could not see into bright light. The light hurt them, hurt the darkness in them, made them vulnerable. I flick the switch, it goes click. Show me the clicker, lights are off, but somebody's home. Hemingway brought you here, witch. Get out of my house, Nightingale shouted. A wave of terror crashed through Saga's head. The awful truth. Nightingale had no heart in his chest, but here he was, killing a monster. The world had lurched out of balance. You found yourself trapped on the far side of the mirror. Saga was back at Cauldron Lake. He was there too. Nightingale was, but wasn't a Taken, a creature of darkness. He was beyond her reach, where some other strange reality, the dark place, merged with ours. This place and the dark place, a tarp thrown over top, drowning everything beneath it, a flood of darkness, soaking into everything, spoiling it, rotting it. The page called this area an overlap. Saga had to pursue Nightingale into the overlap. Finding a way in would be difficult, required precise steps, a ritual. Saga would learn how. Stop the monster before he killed again. Her job. He'd be inside, waiting for her.
Whew. Okay. This all be on the test? Yes. Yes, it will.
The page places Nightingale back at Cauldron Lake. Calls him a Taken. We need to head over there, stop him, before anyone else gets hurt.
Okay.
We heard gunshots. Y'all okay?
Did you get spooked by the bodies?
I mean, that dude's
Sheriff
dead.
Breaker disappeared. Nightingale turned into some sort of monster, and there are offices down. You two handle things here. We need to get back to Cauldron Lake immediately.
Fuck me. That's terrible. We'll do what we can, man.
Did they really have no reaction to this person they've probably grown up with being dead in front of them? That's a little weird. Don't you think they'd be freaking out? You know, Marcy, what happened? You know, nothing. All right, that's cool, I guess. A little strange, but okay. Just another day at the office. You know them Mondays, right?
How could he do anything? He's dead.
Well, yeah, right. Well, that's all crazy talk. Monsters aren't real, and what do you mean the sheriff disappeared? Like poof? He's gone like magic? Magic's not real.
You tail him!
Magic's not real. Right, Mulligan?
No, Thornton. Monsters aren't real, and magic's definitely not real.
I knew that.
Wow. All right, let's go.
They're a fine pair.
I don't think there's anything new here, but you got everything. Oh, oh, give me that. Yeah.
Hello.
Hi.
My client has been held here long enough. Are you gonna let me speak to them or not?
Just a moment, ma'am. Someone will be right with you.
Oh, I know that tone. No one was with her forever. Yeah. Probably for this guy.
How many times do we have to do this, Walter? Huh? I'm at my wit's end with you.
Walter, what do you have to say for yourself? Walter? Walter?
Do you think I like throwing you in jail every other day?
Do you?
No, I don't. Do you have any idea how much paperwork you're causing me?
Do you?
It's a lot.
It's a lot, Walter. What do you have to say for yourself, Walter?
You can sit here and stew for a while. Think about your life choices, buddy.
So maybe come in there, Walter!
Is it really worth this?
Is it, Walter? He's very quiet. Walter's very quiet. Okay. I know one of you stealing the toilet paper. I've been counting them, and there's an entire roll missing every day from stock. Theft is taken seriously around here. It's a sheriff's station, for Pete's sake. What kind of nut counts toilet paper rolls? You've got too much time on your hands. Well, if someone's stealing the TP, man, that's important. You gotta watch that, man. Okay. Already done the computer. And we're good to keep moving. Gotta check all the little drawers and everything, man. No. No. Okay. Can you check the audio settings for positional? Some sort of positional audio is making some of the voices really quiet. I think that's just because of the 3D audio, but try turning the bass reduction off. I don't want to do that. No. Oh, wow. There's a hyperacusis filter? Dang. Look at that, dude. How cool. A lot of options. Okay. Single tap walk? Oh, okay. That's cool. Yeah, nice. Toggle. Okay.
Nightingale and his cult are dangerous. We need to be prepared in case things escalate more than they already have. Can you call it in, KC?
A smart choice, Anderson. Yeah, Agent Casey here. Yeah. We need backup. The Bright Falls case. Whoever you can spare. ASAP. Think we'll actually find Nightingale at the lake?
The pages haven't been wrong yet.
We can't assume the person writing these pages isn't playing us.
I agree.
Dude, look at the
But it's our
road.
best lead.
Oh my god, man. Looks incredible. Whew. My lord. How's it been running so far? It's been running great. I've had no issues with performance. Keep in mind, my machine is powered by a micro black hole. So, you know, it's a consideration to consider. Yeah, they leave footprints too. Love it. Car can be used to travel between locations. Okay.
Rinse and repeat. Clock out, get a beer.
My man. Yeah, there we go. I was going to say, just a beer? All right.
I need to come clean, Anderson. I know why Nightingale was here 13 years ago. He was chasing a writer, Alan Wake.
Tammy mentioned him. She's writing a book on his disappearance.
You know the detective character from his books, Alex Casey.
Yeah, I've heard the jokes at the office. Cold case Casey. Murder case Casey. Sorry.
Ha. It's the same name, similar job. It's the first thing anyone thinks of. It annoyed me, but that was it. Then, 10 years ago, I started getting strange letters in the mail. Fragments of prose describing murders. You've heard the stories about what happened in New York. Some of it, at least. Bodies started to pile up. It was a murder cult. Turns out the fragments sent to me were from the crime books of Alan Wake. The cult was copycatting the murders from the books. In their heads, they were performing a ritual to bring Wake back. Their imagined prophet. After that case, I started looking into Wake's disappearance on the side.
And you thought this case might be connected to him? His name does keep popping up.
I just wanted you to have all the facts.
Next time, give them to me before we find ourselves in the middle of a horror story.
I think that's fair. Yep, I do. Fair request.
The page says Nightingale's in something called an overlap. Need to figure out exactly what that means.
I'm happy I'm not in charge of this mess.
Thanks. Let's start looking for Nightingale where he was killed. Great. This area is supposed to be close to the public. The writer of these pages knows what will happen. Because they're behind this, or because they can see what's coming. Impossible things are happening here. A world operating on different rules. I need to understand this strange logic. To see the clues. To solve the case.
All sounds good.
I've been thinking more about the cult of the tree. What sort of cult refers to themselves as a cult?
In my experience, they don't.
We're not seeing the full picture yet.
Yo, who are these guys?
Hey, hello there. How are you folks doing?
Those restricted area signs don't do a damn thing, huh?
Hello. Saga Anderson. Are you two supposed to be here?
I'm Ilmo Koskela. Fantastic to meet you.
And yes, Stephen here hired me to show him through the woods. He's in town on important government business, fixing this impressive piece of hardware.
I work for the FBC, ma'am. I'm authorized to be here.
And I bet you two are here about that murder. Nasty stuff. How's it going?
How did you hear about the murder, Ilmo? Do you know anything that could help us?
People tend to tell me things. The Koskela brothers are kind of a household name around here. Speaking of, if you're looking for some fun, stop by Watery. Just down the road from Bright Falls, there's our Coffee World amusement park. There's sauna ja vihta. And we offer a variety of guided tours, hunting, fishing, hiking, whatever strikes your fancy. You name it, we probably got it.
What is this thing?
It's just a monitoring station, ma'am. The Federal Bureau of Control checks volcanic activity and air toxicity levels.
Volcanic activity.
It's mostly for research purposes.
That's one gorgeous weather saga. Looks Nordic. I bet a family member made it.
Stephen, we're investigating a murder that occurred nearby. What can you tell me about your bureau?
Nothing that isn't classified, I'm afraid. But I don't know anything about a murder. Operations here are run by a different department. I'm just here to make some repairs. The wiring on this thing frays every couple months.
Yep, that's the raccoons. They grow real big here with teeth like you wouldn't believe. Can't gnaw right through a garbage can.
My mother made this sweater for me. How do you know?
I knew it. My mom used to knit those sweaters for me and my brother. Watery, my hometown, was founded by Finnish immigrants. So between your name and the sweater, I figured your family might be from Finland too. Suomi, Finland. Ulla, Karjalan piirakka.
Close. My mom's family is from Sweden originally. I don't know much about them beyond that. The sweater is just something to remember her by.
So this actually lends credence to what the person in the diner said about her being from here.
That's all I've got for the moment.
Uh-oh. I wonder if that was the point of all this. Interesting.
What'd you find there, Stephen?
Nothing. Just something that shouldn't be here.
Uh-oh.
Raccoons, my ass.
Oh. Clear signs of tampering. Signal was rerouted into a transmitter that's not one of ours. I fixed it so any alerts will come our way, but it's definitely concerning. I'll make a report for the investigation department. Leaving this here in case I'm not the next person to fix things up. If you're reading this, check for tampering. We may want to put more secure metal casing around the whole thing so that the raccoons can't get to it anymore. Wow. So chat, it looks like that unfortunately we already getting muted audio on Twitch and YouTube for this. So it looks like we're gonna have to keep this as a Twitch playlist. Yeah, we will have it available. It just won't be on YouTube. It'll be on Twitch only. So we'll keep it there. Bummer, bummer.
Let's get to the murder site, Casey. A lot of things about this case keep
Also,
bothering
to be fair, the man running around with this dingle out was not exactly helping our YouTube case.
me. But one thing feels really off. Breaker's disappearance. I don't get the feeling Nightingale was responsible.
He was about to give you more of those pages. Something didn't want us to have them? Or was protecting him from Nightingale? Spontaneous combustion? I don't know. Not the kind of disappearance we normally solve. crime scene's drowning. I never minded rain. Feels like home.
No sign of Nightingale. But the page did place him at Cauldron Lake, in an overlap. So how do we follow him there?
Maybe something around here will tell us.
Oh.
We've seen this symbol before.
Good eye.
The cult of the tree is behind these murders. This case just became much more complicated. I'll need to start a new file. But it's my first cult case. Exciting.
Okay. Excuse me.
Nah.
The cult of the tree is performing rituals to create monsters? Oh, you think it's a goal? Oh.
The killers are usually the ones performing the ritual, not the detective. Acting out their sick fantasy. They may be trying to get you involved.
You know, water,
forcing you
not
into their
optional.
twisted
Thanks, Amelia.
world.
Yeah.
No.
Think.
Think! Okay. Think, Saga, think! Okay. Small F? No F here. One sec. Nope. It might just be twitching, unfortunately.
Monsters? Overlaps? Rituals? What do you make of all of this?
The killers are usually the ones performing the ritual, not the detective. Acting out their sick fantasy.
Weird. We got that before he
They
said
may
it.
be trying to get you involved, forcing you into their twisted world.
But with dead men coming alive, the word ritual starts to have more weight behind it. We need to look around. Learn what this ritual is. After we find Nightingale, what then? I've never arrested a monster.
I've watched you arrest plenty of monsters, Anderson.
You know what I mean. Monsters. Light worked against him at the morgue. That might be the only way to stop him from hurting anyone else.
Hey guys, we're going to do something a little different now, and I think I'm going to start doing this for some games. YouTube, I'll see you in a sec. So what we're going to do is, I know a lot of you folks watch on YouTube, and we have a lot of our community that only watches on YouTube. So we're going to make a Alan Wake 2 video for YouTube that just says come watch it on Twitch. So anyway, here we go. Okay. Great. That should work out pretty well. So at least that way, if you search it on my YouTube, you'll find that video and it'll send you to where it is. Cool. All right, let's go.
Applause, please.
Do we have anything new here? To follow Nightingale's trail, look around the crime scene. Okay, so we still have something here to do. Let's see. And this way we can also use Triwar's gnarly, awesome thumbnail that he made.
Bare feet. Nightingale. I'll see where these footprints lead. Can you comb through the crime scene one more time, KC? Just in case?
On it. If anything comes up, I'll radio you.
Okay. Oh man, I love that rain sound. You know what? I think we're due for a jump scare pretty soon. What do you think, chat? Any second now. Hi. Okay. Comment about the nudity basically served as the first 2 seasons of the Game of Thrones. Nudity and long-time viewership. Nice. Happy Friday. Hashtag feed the mods. Exile with a $10 tip to the mod team. Thanks, bud.
The tracks lead into the water. Where'd he go from here?
Probably into the water.
I can feel something. A presence.
Okay.
There isn't far.
There it is. I knew it was coming, chat. I knew it was coming. I can feel it in my bones. All right. Oh, that's this area. Okay. No, give me 1 second. I swear, dude. There's been something wrong with my mouse for like it feels like months. It feels jerky, and I can't figure out what it is. What is my polling rate? My DPI is 800. That's not too bad. My polling rate's 250 hertz. Maybe I can change that to 1,000. But yeah, dude, it feels jerky. Like, see, if I move my mouse back and forth, that feels like it might have helped. Yeah, it feels like that's what it looks like if I move my mouse back and forth.
Seems like it's reacting to the light.
And then this is the controller. Mouse. Doesn't it seem like it's jerky? Like, maybe you have to clean the mouse? Maybe. I gotta figure out what's wrong, man.
These aren't the same tracks that were here before.
I'll worry about it later. I'll just use a controller today. I'll figure it out. You can toggle a flashlight boost with RB to burn the... Okay.
My flashlight burned the dark stuff away. It was covering another page.
The fuse was in place. Saga stepped into the witch's hut. Inside, a bright light. There were objects that stood out to Saga, as if the light had manifested them.
The witch's hut. Okay. I trust the pages to lead me to the overlap.
Oh god. 1 sec. I just switched my mouse with the one on my streaming machine. No, it feels like a little better, but it definitely doesn't feel smooth.